Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel, come back at you with another offering off of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks, there's a thing on my shirt. Get off my shirt. Oh, oh no, that's actually the logo. Oh man, we're gonna keep that in. Anyway, folks, yes, indeed, this is a series of videos I've been doing for a little bit now, where I go over there and try out food and drink items. Sometimes I grab them from gas stations and grocery stores and places like that. Sometimes I go out to grab things. It's a thing. And then I go over there and I talk about it. I yammer on way too long. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's the format of this show that I do. Joined, as always, of course, is Peter Cannon Thunderbolt poster. I don't even know why I say joined as always, because like some of these I do for my car. But crappy old ladders over there, holding down the fort. And yeah, folks, coming to you right after work on this fine, very cold Saturday morning. And had quite the night at work. Won't go into it. That's a whole other thing. But when I have a bad night at work, folks, I don't know about y'all, but like I need something to, kind of calm me down a bit. And one of my favorite things to do, go over to the old Dunkin Donuts / Baskin Robbins. I get myself a milkshake. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brandon, I've already seen the title of your video. I already know what I'm in store for. Why are you teasing me with a shake? Well, because that's what I usually do. Okay? Okay? Jeez, folks, jeez. But no, today instead, I got a couple different items, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try them out for you, because these were new, at least new to me, and I figured, hey, we'll do a thing, it'll be a thing, we'll do the thing. So, what's the first thing? Boom! Well, okay, not boom fully. We got hash browns. Those aren't part of the thing. I've had their hash browns before. They're fine. They're not bad. McDonald's has better hash browns. Not gonna lie. Say what you want about McDonald's. They got some quality hash browns. Boom! I got ketchup. I didn't ask for ketchup, but... So, yeah, folks, this is a fairly new item. Whoa, breakfast sandwich. But, not just any breakfast sandwich, folks. Because this is, I apologize, I got my receipt here. This is the Southwest Veggie Power Sandwich. It's got Southwest, which is cool. Hello to the people of the Southwest. If any of you watch my videos, I appreciate it. And then on top of that, it's got veggies. You got veggies there. They're fine. And then there's power on top of it. Who doesn't love that? So anyway, folks, yeah. For those of you who might not be aware, either last year or the year before, Dunkin Donuts brought out I'm trying to think. A meat substitute breakfast sandwich. They have like a black bean burger, or black bean sausage sandwich. I did actually try that. I didn't do a video for it or anything like that. It was just like a random thing that I tried at one point. It was fine, and I guess this is like an extension of that. I guess it's the same kind of base, but like they added in some veggies and stuff and everything. Though, I mean, obviously this can't be like vegan, because it's got like an omelet thing, so it's, with and cheese. Vegetarians, maybe. Every time I think I know the rules, I say something online or, pretty much just online, and I get tremendously corrected. And folks, eat what you want to eat. Just like, I'm trying to be cool with everybody. Anyway, I figured I'd give this a shot. I've personally been a bit here or there on like the meat substitute things. I had the Impossible Whopper maybe a little over a year ago. I wasn't thrilled. And I know I had like one other one. I think I had like the black bean sliders from White Castle, which were okay. So the black bean burgers I seem to do better with than whatever the hell the Impossible Whopper was made from. It'd been possum meat or some shit. So I'm going to try that. And to wash it down, folks, I've got an oatmeal iced latte. I'm doing all the healthy stuff. Don't take that with any actual, still Dunkin Donuts, folks. And it's still me. So, but who knows? Hey, maybe this will be a runaway success for me. It's got grains and stuff. Ooh, grains. Let's give it a shot, folks. Let's try it out. It's still a little warm. Well, okay. Definitely one of my biggest issues with like the meat substitutes is that they might look the part, they might even kind of roundabout-ish taste it. I've really never run into one that does the texture properly. As soon as you bite into it, there's just way too much give. Like, it just... There's no resistance because it's plant stuff versus meat stuff. And mind you, I do understand that, like, there's a whole variety of this crap out there. And some are more convincing than others. In this case, I have to say, I was pretty disappointed when I bit into it, just because it was just, I might as well have been going over there and just eating some really chunky oatmeal for the level of resistance that I got from it. In terms of the taste, it's okay. They've got some peppers in there and stuff like that. So the whole Southwest thing to it. I don't think it's particularly well representing the Southwest. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, and even you can kind of see, like, the patty just doesn't look quite right. It's kind of... It's just, yeah. You're not fooling me, Dunkin. One of my issues with Dunkin' Donuts, with pretty much all of their breakfast menu items that I've tried, is that they just don't seem to have, like, the same level of flavor that you're going to get from, Wendy's. Of course, hey, I was my first Sampler Platter video wasn't before I even did the Sampler Platter. Check that one out. Even McDonald's or something like that, it just doesn't really have the same flavor. And this is kind of that, but also compounded because, you're not even getting, like, proper meat flavor, and the texture is off and everything like that. So most of what I'm getting is just kind of like the pepper flavor, Even like the cheese, I'm not really getting much from it. Yeah, I mean, is it terrible? No, but it's very unimpressive. Honestly, this is really kind of bordering on, like, some microwavable, this is definitely, and I'm not even going to say, like, I used to work at a gas station, and we used to go over there and we used to sell, like, Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwiches that we would microwave. Because, folks, we love y'all and everything. Not really when you're in retail. We don't give two shits in a fuck. But, believe it or not, the breakfast sandwiches you're eating were not prepared by, like, the greatest of chefs or anything. It's just me or me equivalent tossing them into a microwave for a minute or so. So, this isn't even like the Jimmy Dean's version. Those are actually relatively tasty for what they are, what you're paying. This he's kind of like the great value version of that. I mean, there's some flavor, but there's just so little texture, and for everything that went into it, there's just not much to go off of. You know, it's not terrible. It's food, but that's about what you can say for it. Yeah, you know, and I mean, it just kind of is what it is. And it's sort of a shame, because like I said, it's not awful or anything, but it's kind of weak. I mean, I guess that's what the fucking ketchup was for. Not tell it. Ketchup ahoy. I wouldn't normally, but not that I dislike ketchup, mind you, but not usually on a breakfast sandwich. Not for me. But today for you folks, we'll do it. Because why the hell not? I don't have a good place to put this now. There's the garbage thing there. I didn't just throw it on the floor. I promise. Ketchup! See if it tastes better. Ketchupy. It was better with the ketchup. Yeah. I guess that's my advice with this one, man. If you're gonna go with it, use the ketchup they provided. I didn't ask for ketchup, I promise. You're getting a lot of ketchup flavor, but you do get a little bit of the pepper, stuff coming through, and it gives it something to work off of. So they knew what they were doing when they threw that fucking packet in there. Ain't no two ways about that. Yeah, okay. All right, folks. Iced oatmeal latte. No bells or whistles or anything, just the standard thing. Hopefully, I'm more hopeful about this. Dunkin tends to do pretty good with their liquid stuff versus their breakfast stuff. Their donuts are fine for what they are. And I'll say this too, it looks nicely mixed. There's one point of contention I have with Wendy's breakfast. Again, watch that video. They have like their breakfast iced things. I can't think of what they're called off the top of my head. Frosties or whatever. They taste good, but I would say out of all the times that I've had them, probably 75% of the time they make no effort to mix it. So it's all just coffee on top and then flavoring on the bottom. Then I'm going to do the thing. Okay. All right. Well, that's not bad. Now, like I said, I just got the bare thing. I didn't ask for sugar or anything like that. Having just tried it, I probably would ask for maybe a little sugar and maybe a little cream. But even without it, the big part of the reason why I'm not huge into coffee most of the time, though I'll drink lots of coffee-related things, is because coffee by its nature tends to be, somewhat bitter. I'm not usually a big bitter guy. It's not one of my favorite flavors to go off of. This, before it gets to, like, the bitterness, you're hit with this nice, like, oatiness. It's oatmeal. So it starts off with, like, the coffee/latte flavor, and it just kind of rides into this, like, oatiness. And I'm not saying it's, like, a heavy thing or, like, you're immediately going to think oatmeal, but it's very smooth. And it actually reminds me of, Monster. They have a coffee beverage called Farmer's Oats. I actually really like that one a lot. I've never done a review for it because it was before I started doing reviews. But that kind of does a similar thing, except in that case, it's a little bit sweeter and everything. With this, like I said, even without without any added sugar or anything like that, it's a pretty solid drink. It probably wouldn't be an immediate go-to for me, because like I said, I would probably prefer something a little bit sweeter, because I'm an overgrown fucking child. I admit it, but yeah, it's not bad at all. Like, I can genuinely get down with this. Yeah, it doesn't go bitter. It's very kind of creamy and smooth. And it lasts on your tongue, which is nice too. Like, it really kind of lingers for a bit. And like I said, you kind of get that oatiness. And it sticks with. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I really am. I would say if you're gonna try it out, maybe just like I don't have like like I said, I don't do coffee very often, so I don't really have like a coffee preference type of thing. What I mean by that is like my dad, when he would have me get him coffee, he usually wanted about like 4 sugars and a bunch of cream. That was like his go-to. He didn't want it to be particularly coffee, so much as, just kind of a nicely tanned caffeine liquid. So I would say maybe take whatever your preference is if you're going to try this and apply it to that. So maybe if you do like, sugar and cream, maybe go with that. But I would probably go over there and maybe dial it back a little bit. So maybe if you're like a 2 sugars person, maybe do 1. Just because, like I said, there's no real bitterness to it. So if you're trying to avoid the bitterness, by adding whatever you're adding, you don't have to worry about that. This is nice and smooth. It's a solid drink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, my brain just went in like 3 different directions all at once. Oh, work was work. So, okay, my final summation on the 2 items that I just tried, because, hey, man, I'm almost at 20 minutes, but it's 2 items, live with it. Would I recommend the Southwest Power No. If you're into that, if you are doing like the meat alternative stuff or anything like that, it's probably fine for you then. I'm not against the idea. I think that we are, for my taste, I think we still got a little ways to go before we really get the whole process down and stuff, and start coming up with something that can compete. And especially in this case, yeah, it's, like I said, it's nothing terrible, but it's just kind of there. And I personally couldn't recommend it. Normally I would say, give it a try. I would probably pass, honestly. It's not even worth it, because it's not interesting or anything. It's just kind of, yeah. As for the oatmeal latte, yeah, absolutely go for that. Your mileage may vary on it, but yeah, man, I am for it. I personally really enjoyed that more than I thought I would, especially because, like I said, I didn't get anything in it. I didn't know what I was going in for, but yeah, that's good. And if you enjoy that, and you're interested in having something that's, I'm sure, wildly more unhealthy, like I said, Farmer's Oats by Monster is, rather good as well. So anyway, folks, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off here. If you could go over there, if you could do 5 things for me real quick, if you could go over there, have yourself an amazing rest of your day, a fantastic rest of your week, a stupendous rest of your month, a phenomenal rest of your year, and if you could go over there and just have, like, the most Wisconsin maple root beer rest of your life. I was going to do this for a video, but then I drank it. You'd be amazed at how often that happens, folks. I would probably have double the amount of episodes for all the crap that I buy with anticipation of trying it for this show. And then I'll just wake up one day and just be over there in the middle of the night or something, just be like, sleep. Yeah, so this was part of that. It was good. Oh man, I'm a little bit silly. The final 2 things, folks, if you could go over there. If you could, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible, especially in the world we're living in right now. There's lots of things, frustrations in our lives and stuff. But that makes it even more important to do this next thing if you can, which is, if at all possible, try not to be an asshole. We are all under a lot of strain, and hey, folks, I can be a dick. No 2 ways about it. Try as I might. If you happen to run out and, run into me out in the world or something, you drive too slow or whatever, I might go over there and give you the old fist wave. But try not to. Just because, hey, folks, other folks are out there. They're trying their best, too. We're all struggling with it together. And the final thing, folks, if you could go over there, if you could do the thing for me. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. As long as it's something positive, something good in your life, something good in other people's lives, if you can go over there and just do something awesome with your life, with your day, with your month, what have you, that's what I want you to do. Pick up an instrument, go rescue an animal from a shelter, go put a bunch of freaking toys and stuff up on the top of your room. Do whatever works for you. Just like I said, keep it cool and, stuff like that. Nothing too illegal. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, folks, that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. I hope you folks have a fantastic rest of your whenever you're watching this. Bye, folks.